Because you want to be here, and we truly appreciate your time and your support. This is Federation's first Black Tie Gala fundraiser, and we're very excited about it. And we're hoping that when you leave here, you'll understand what we're doing in the community for families who have children or youth with the emotional, behavioral, and mental health challenges. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that support these families. What makes us unique is that we ourselves are parents, caregivers of a child or youth with an emotional, behavioral, and mental health challenge. My story is, very briefly, I have a son, he's now 23. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia at age 14. He was also diagnosed at age 4 on the autistic spectrum. So I had a double whammy. So I have walked that road that some of these families are now walking down. So I can hold their hands, and I can provide that peer support that they need. That's what Federation of Families is all about. So I just thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy, busy schedule to spend this Thursday evening with us. We have great honorees here tonight, family members that will speak and share their story with you as well. We're privileged to have tonight as our MC, the award-winning anchor woman, Lauren Rowe from Channel 6, News 6. She was voted the best news anchor by the Orlando Business Journal, nominated for an Emmy, awarded for her outstanding achievement for her work in the special documentary, Problem Solvers Prime Time. She's also the producer and host of Local 6's Sunday news show, Flashpoint. Lauren, I truly appreciate you accommodating us. I know you juggled your schedule around to be here early, and I truly appreciate you. We truly appreciate you. So thank you so much. We're going to begin at 8:30, the actual program. I'm not sure what time it is, but okay, all right, we have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I want to recognize Matt Schenk, our great musician here. Guitars, please. Matt is awesome. And he also has 3 CDs, so you can talk to him and find out how you can purchase it, but he is just an awesome artist. So the next voice you will hear will be Lauren Rowe in about 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Good evening. Welcome to the Federation of Families' first annual Black Tie Gala. You all look marvelous. I have to say, I'm just really so happy to be here tonight, and I was so happy that I was asked by Muriel and Mr. Batchelor to be here tonight, because I just, what you all stand for is very important to me. I have been very involved with mental health and supporting those people who deal with mental health issues since I arrived here in Florida. I sit on the board for Heart to Heart, which is an organization that was born from women struggling with drug and alcohol abuse.
women who were separated from their families, and the dream of the original organization and Heart to Heart was to reunite those women with their children when they were recovering from drug and alcohol abuse and other forms of abuse. We all know that it goes together. It was one of those things that I championed from the moment I arrived here in Central Florida, and I still champion today. I have mental health problems in my own family. I have several addicts within my family who still work through their sobriety, still get mental health help. It's something that I've cared very much about. And so, in front of this very special audience tonight, this very tight group of people who are here because they care about something that is so vital to the health of our community, I just wanted to let you know how much it personally means to me, and I'm so glad that you invited me here today, and that I hope to be here for many other Federation of Family Galas in the future. I'm also pretty psyched about your honorees tonight. I think you picked such a wonderful group of people, and I can't wait to tell you all about them as much as I know and hear from those folks who can make it here tonight. Let's start with the first honoree. What we're going to do is we'll talk about each person. Some of them are here, some of them are not. Some of them have people here in their place. But in general, these people are so worthy of recognition. One of the first people that we're going to talk about is Dr. Joel Hunter. I have met Dr. Hunter on numerous occasions. I've interviewed him on my show, Flashpoint. He is one of the most charismatic, one of the most special people here in Central Florida. He's one of those people who just kind of exudes love. As you know, Dr. Hunter is with Northland Church. It's become an incredible, massive group of people who are just trying to spread the word. As you know, it's our faith-based honoree award tonight. If you want to check out Dr. Hunter's bio, it's on page 12, but I know that most of you probably already know everything that he's accomplished. I would like to ask them to play a quick DVD to let us know a little bit more about what Dr. Joel Hunter has done for our community.
Good evening. I'm Joel Hunter, the senior pastor of Northland Church Distributed. And I can't tell you how thankful I am that I am one of your honorees for part of the community leadership that serves people and families with disabilities. As usual, I'm on a plane tonight, so thank you for allowing me to come to you by way of videotape. My good friend and fellow pastor, Gus Davies, will be there in the room accepting that award for not me, but really my church. I want to tell you how important it is for the church to not only have fellowship and partnership with people with disabilities, but also to be enriched by their presence. God made everyone in his image. We believe he didn't make mistakes. He made people who help us love more completely. I always say everyone has disabilities, just some of them are categorized. And I can tell you from being a pastor of a church that is devoted to people who not only need God's love, but bring God's love to us, that it's a thrill that we could be a part of a network like the one that is represented here in this room. We have many programs in what we call our access ministries. We have, of course, great accommodation for families in our regular church service. You know, most of you understand that the disability community is largely an invisible community in our area, in many areas, because they don't want to bother people, or they're embarrassed at the extent maybe of some of their family members acting out or whatever. We want those people because we are completed as a church by those people and their families. We have volunteers that love doing what they do, and range all the way from just people who have a heart for those who are usually left out, to medical personnel, to very trained experts in many of these fields. So we include these kids not only in our Sunday school, but we have Bunny Bray, several others. We have now adult programs called Faith Abilities for those that are intellectually challenged. We have weekly fellowships with pitch-in suppers that families who have some of the same challenges gather together, not just on the basis of the challenge, just for relationships, to walk along together, to understand and to live out the grace of God in each other's lives. So, as usual, I get an award for everything everybody else is doing. And I know I don't deserve this, but I know that my people do, and you do, in this room, deserve every kind of gratitude and thanksgiving from this community for what you're doing with these very special and wonderful people. So I pray God's blessing upon you tonight. I wish I were there, I really do. And I look forward to a future of building a better community that is more comprehensive in its care, more inclusive in its love, and more faithful in its service to each other. Thank you. God bless you.
Oh, that's very nice. Dr. Joel Hunter, and receiving this award on behalf of Dr. Hunter is Pastor Gus Davies, who's going to come and say a few words. Oh, sorry. Hold on. We come over here. Wait, you're in the middle.
Yep.
You got the award.
Well, we want to thank the Federation of Families for giving this award. As you heard Dr. Hunter said, this award is not only for him, but it's not only for our congregation, but it is for our community here in Central Florida. So we want to thank the Federation of Families of Central Florida for giving this award. I just want to add that my wife and I, who is here with me, we have very special relationships with many children that have mental challenges. And with some of them we're in those pictures. At least once a week, we'll get together with some. It's amazing what they can teach us. So we want to encourage you to continue what you are doing. We want to encourage you to keep up the good work. Everybody is made perfect in the image of God. And so on behalf of Northland, we accept this and even invite you to join us at any time. You don't have to belong to our faith community. You don't have to be a Christian. Any faith is welcome with their children who have those special needs, because we built that building for those who are outside. So again, thank you, Federation, and have a great evening here tonight. Thank you.
Wow, we are humble, Pastor. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement and invitation. We appreciate that. I'd now like to introduce our next award recipient. We've been talking at dinner now, just having a nice conversation about her family. Shirley Baez, she's listed as family member. Again, her bio is on page 13, but she wanted to share her story here personally by herself. So I'd like to bring her up as the 2013 Orange County Family Member Award recipient. So please, welcome to the stage, Shirley Baez, to share her experience in the Federation with families.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight and taking time to listen to my story. I'm a mother of 3 wonderful boys, age 15, 12, and 7. My boys mean the world to me. I'm a single mother with a deep faith in God, and I do not have family support, but I have a wonderful relationship with friends and other parents that are part of the Federation of Families of Central Florida. My life experience have been very strong. Had to be there for my children. I always tried to be that positive role model as a mother, as a friend, and most recently as a family partner wrap around Orange. My life has not been easy. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, with 2 parents, 2 sisters and a brother. In my home, there were many fistfights between my parents. As the oldest of the children, I did my best to protect my brothers and sisters from the violence. I met the father of my 3 boys when I was 35. He started out as a nice man, but did not see the red flags and signs of his own mental illness until it was too late. One minute he was nice, and the next was he was screaming and cursing. Sometimes he was physical with me as well. He refused to see a doctor and get help. About 2 years ago, I left the relationship. I decided this was not how I wanted my children to grow up, witnessing what I had witnessed. It had gotten to the point that, for me, I felt my life was a bottomless pit. Nothing was working. I could not figure out how to help my children. The oldest was lying, stealing, and was physically rough with his other 2 brothers. I was depressed, and I was missing something, but I didn't know what. Around that same time, I was in a health fair in the community, and I went to the Federation table. The girls at the table, they were really nice, and they invited me to one of the Federation meetings. I was hooked at the first time I attended. I felt like everyone received me with open arms. It felt good to welcome and feel that way. I attended every month. I started learning from other parents, learning I was not the only one with these problems, learning new ideas on how to deal with my teen behavior. It gave me hope that there can always be a change for better, that healing can happen for all of us. As I learned, I wanted to get more involved and give back to others. I began to think maybe this was what I was meant to do in this life. Help kids that are crying silently for help when nobody's listening. Mental illness is a ghost, and you cannot see it, but it's there haunting you every day of your life. My children are getting better now, even though one has Asperger's and 2 of them are hyperactivity. But they know that they have hope and they have a mom that will not give up on them. My children are learning to feel safe, held, honored, and respected. On August 8, 2013, I was hired as a family partner because someone recognized in me that I was valuable, that my story was important and I could help others. Inside of my head were the words of Martin Luther King. He said, I have a dream. Yes, I have a dream for my kids to have better life and to get help early in life and learn to help others. I thank the Federation for what they have done in my life at the time when I needed help the most. This time, help needs to stay in the community, in our community. And I hope you can help us for that can happen. Thank you for listening to my story, and good night.
Shirley, you are so valued. Thank you so much for everything you do for the Federation. Okay, so our next honoree tonight, everybody in this room knows Dick, right? So you have to go to page 14. Is there anybody in this room that doesn't know Dick Batch? Okay, so I don't need to say it. No, I'm just kidding. No, because Dick invited me here tonight and asked me if I would do this event, and along with Muriel's invitation. And he called me personally last week and said, Lauren, I can't be there. I said, well, what's going on? He said, well, it's my anniversary. It's a big one, right, Muriel? It was a big anniversary. And his assistant didn't put down the date, and his wife had booked this trip to Vegas. Now this is a small group, so What's said at the Federation of Families stays at the Federation of Families, right? I don't know if it's happening right now, but apparently there are some vows being renewed in front of an Elvis in Vegas. Surely even you can appreciate this, right? But I have to say, in the phone call with him, he was devastated that he was not going to be here tonight. He tried to get his wife to postpone it, to be here tonight. And I talked to him, I'm like, you know what, Dick, we know the folks that are going to be here tonight, they're going to appreciate the fact that you've got such a loving wife, and that you've built such a loving family and friends who were going on this trip to renew their vows after such a wonderful time together. So we do appreciate Dick and Andrea Batchelor, his wife, who are so active in the community. So, on behalf of the Vegas couple, I will be accepting the award for Dick Batchelor. But can I just say a few words about him? Because I've known him since I arrived here in Florida as well, and he's been such a good friend to me. Not just from the perspective of just a nice person and someone who I enjoy being around, but been a mentor and a guidance person to help me to understand what are the things within our community that we should really care about. Someone who's reached out to me on numerous occasions to help me understand what do I need to be talking about in the world of journalism. You know, his wife was a journalist, a news anchor, like myself, back in the day. And he has been so helpful in trying to guide me and help me to understand what really matters in this community and what I need to constantly be talking about to bring my voice to issues out there that really affect people, affect families, because he cares so deeply. So he's been a mentor to me, and he's been a wonderful friend, not just personally, but in a journalistic way, in a community-based way. And so that's why I personally agree with your wonderful award that you're giving him tonight. So please, a round of applause for Dick Batchelor. I know that we will get this nice award to him, so ding. Mike will take a picture. I'll text it to Dick later. Okay. It's like, really? You want me to just run out? How do I work my phone? Okay, just joking. Okay. By the way, he is the 2013 Business Honoree, so thank you very much for that. All right, another family member who I've been talking to recently at the table, and I've also learned a little bit about her family, and are very excited to welcome her to the stage tonight. This is the 2013 Family Member Award. It goes to Suzanne Maya. Please welcome Suzanne to the stage. Congratulations, Suzanne.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Suzanne Maya. Originally grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, well, just outside of. I'm a mother of 2 children, which are adults now, 21 and 18. Like Shirley, when I was younger, endured some rough relationships. Luckily, my daughter grew up to be a blossoming young girl, but my son, when he was younger, about 1 year old, I separated from his dad because his dad was extremely violent and moody, and I didn't want my children to be around that. Went on to become a nurse, moved to Florida in 2003. My son was younger, noticed a little bit of trouble, just thought it was a typical little boy. As problems went on, he became a youth, and I noticed a lot of emotional issues and behaviors that mimicked his father in parallel, even though he didn't grow up together. And tried to get him help when we were out in California. Again, it was very difficult. Then I thought that, bringing him back here to Florida, being around a lot of old friends, family friends, would help him with support. But moving back, we went through the worst year, more than a year, of my son being Baker acted, trying to hurt himself.
it became a point that even as a nurse, I couldn't even know how to help him. I couldn't sleep at night. I came to finally one point when the sheriff's office says you can't keep him here safely. And he went into the hospital many times. And finally, on the last time when I went to the court to ask for help, I got Wraparound Seminole, who connected me with the Federation of Families and the Children's Home Society, which, if you asked me a year ago when my son graduated high school, I would have told you no. But they got him to the point and helped me with the school, court, everything to get him on the path to graduate high school. And he graduated in May. He's 18 years old now, and so he knows. So he doesn't really like to listen to my advice, but had I known if I had these services a long time ago, I think it could have impacted him even more. And the Family Federations has helped me a lot in times when I felt like there was no hope. And I want to pay it forward, so I've offered as much assistance to help them, to help other kids. And I think that that's just getting it out there to the community to know that they're there and what other services are available to families. Because it's a rough road when you're a single mom and you're all alone at night and you can't sleep. You're worried about money, you're worried about your child hurting himself, and just how will I make it to tomorrow. But thank you to that group, they've helped me a lot. And the services of Wraparound Seminole, very great group. Thank you.
You know what I love most about the whole concept of Federation of Families is the grassroots feeling of it. The fact that families come together to help other families. You come to meetings, you say, I'm having this problem, how can you help? And you offer up your wisdom, because we know that anytime you have a problem, the first thing you want is someone who can just relate, who can just empathize with you, right? Who can sit down and say, you know what, I had this problem, try this place. And if that doesn't work, try this place. And if that doesn't work, try this person. If that doesn't work, try the next person. And you have this group of people who keep helping you until you find the help that you need. You find the relief that you need. Grassroots efforts only go so far, especially when you have such a huge need in our community. And so when grassroots efforts need champions, there are very few people in our community, I think, have risen to the level of former Senator Lee Constantine, now Commissioner of Seminole County. You know, there are very few people, since I arrived here 13 years ago, who I can call on at any time to just tell me the truth. I can call up and say, Lee, what's going on? How do I figure this out? How do I tell the people out there what's really happening? And he's a very honest person. He's a person who cares very much about this community, and he is one of your honorees tonight. Commissioner Lee Constantine is the 2013 legislative honoree, and he's going to come up and say a few words. But in the meantime, big round of applause. Welcome, Senator.
Let's have another hand for the Emmy Award-winning Lauren Rook. You know, she and I were sitting over there talking about how, you know, every time we send our bios in, people get them messed up, and she's been an Emmy Award winner, and nobody's, you know, acknowledging that. And that's, let me tell you something, that's pretty impressive. Thank you. You know, I can't see anything up here. That's kind of nice, but thank you very much for this award. I've been blessed in my life. I was saying that earlier at the dinner table that there's very few people in Florida, because we're such a transient society, very few people in Florida that actually grew up here and get elected here. You know us. And therefore, when you know somebody, you know all their faults. So you don't elect them. And so all these other people come from other parts of the country and, oh, we're wonderful people, and you elect them. I grew up here. I went to grade school here. I went to middle school here. I went to Lyman High School in Seminole County. I went to the University of Central Florida, go Knights. And you guys can still elect me. 34 years in a row. It's kind of exciting that you care enough about the guy that used to egg the house that didn't give me the good candy on Halloween, and you'll still elect me. So I've been blessed by having a great family, a great community. I was telling Lauren that, I grew up in Florida. I didn't have air conditioning until I was 14. I didn't come from a rich family. I came from actually a poor family. But what I had was love. I had a mother that believed in me and told me every single day, you're going to make a difference. And I grew up believing that I could. And I was listening to Shirley and I was listening to Suzanne, and that's why their children are going to succeed ultimately, despite all the handicaps that they have had and all the difficulties that they have had, just like myself in my life, because they had someone that cared enough to go the extra mile to believe in them. And as I said, I've been blessed. I love waking up every single day and knowing that I'm going to be able to make a difference in the community that I live in. And that means so much. And it's significant, because all of you guys think that politicians have this great life. I consider myself a public servant. But did you notice it's the pastor and the ex-politician that are on planes going to Las Vegas? And I'm here. Now let me tell you something. I don't want you to go away thinking that they don't care. I've been on the podium with Joel Hunter many, many times. And the thing that I love about that man is that he understands that the significance, the connection between us and God is the land we live on, the environment. And he and I have been on the same podium so many times talking about the importance of energy reduction and the environment, and time again, he has been a leader when, just like me being a Republican, I got criticized sometimes by my fellow members. He got criticized by some of his own fellow members of the cloth. He's a great man, and greatly should be honored. And Dick Baxter. Dick and I both went to UCF. He was a few years older than me. I look at him now and I tell him a lot older than me. Dick is a Democrat, I'm a Republican. And people sometimes think that we have to disagree all the time, like you see in Washington. And I'm very proud to say that that's not the case. Elected officials can care and do the right thing and don't have to bicker and fight. I'm right now co-chair with former Senator, former Governor Bob Graham on the Florida Conservation Coalition. And we're there to ensure that this generation and the next generation and the next generation after that remembers what Florida is. A beautiful, incredibly given and gifted a state by God, and that we have a responsibility, and it is our heritage to pass it on to the next generation. Muriel, thank you very much for allowing me to be here. This organization And organizations like you in Seminole and Orange County means so very much. People that are willing to volunteer, to give of themselves, to care about their fellow man and woman. And those people that understand that we are no better than the very least of all of us. And that we have to share our good fortune, our gifts, because we all of us have gifts from God. I was very pleased at a very early age. I was 25 when I first got elected in Altamont Springs as the city commissioner there. And the first thing that we did there was we established that special needs program that many of you are aware of at Altamont Springs, and we do so many things there. And that was where I gained the love of how to have those special needs folks in our community. And not just that we need to help them, but how they help us so much. Because I've never seen so much joy in the face of anybody than of a person that is in special needs, has a mental handicap, that someone has given them an opportunity to shine. So you all do such an incredible thing, and I don't deserve this award. I really don't. It's people like Shirley and Suzanne. They deserve the awards for being in the trenches every day. I get the opportunity to make public policy and, the big picture stuff. I try to stay in the trenches every once in a while with my charity that I've done for 28 years, and I'm proud to say that we're still pretty successful. But it's the day-to-day grind that you all do that really make the difference. So I'm going to take this award, but I'm going to take it for what all of you do. And just thank you very much for letting me be part of it.
Can we please get a standing O for all of our award recipients tonight? Thank you so much for being here with us. Very impressive group of folks here. We're going to do great things. Muriel's going to come on up. She has a couple of more words for us tonight to help us understand a little bit more about what the Federation does.
I want to thank the honorees again for being here, and we really appreciate who you are and what you do. Also, Commissioner Constantine, Federation will be participating in your charity challenge. You do a lot for the nonprofits, so we appreciate it. In front of you, you'll find an envelope, okay? Now, I'm not very shy. Anyone who knows me knows that. What you see is what you get with me, and I'm very transparent. This is for you to open up your hearts and your wallets to help us. We don't want change, but whatever you want to do, we would appreciate it. If you want to donate by credit card, we can accommodate you with that. We take checks. We do not take IOUs, but really, if you will. At the end of the evening, we have some young ladies that will be collecting these from you. So we greatly appreciate whatever that you can give. The system of care is a wheel, and the Family Youth Voice is the hub of that wheel. And we're connected to these spokes. And the spokes are the service providers, programs, the school system. But one thing is that wheel cannot function without the hub, and the hub cannot function without the spokes. So we're all in this together, and that's the way Federation of Family feels about this. There are families literally falling through the cracks. They're frustrated, they're disappointed in the system, they're confused, and they're at the end of their ropes. When I moved here to Florida about 3 years ago, I was really surprised at how many children were being arrested from school because of their behaviors. I still can't wrap my mind around that. I have a problem with that. We would like to see that change. We want to help these families. We want to expand our programs and services. I'm so grateful for Wraparound Orange, Wraparound Seminole, and for all the community providers that are doing so much. I'm also very thankful for Mayor Jacobs, who had the vision to put together a Youth Mental Health Commission and included the Family Voice. Federation of Families sit on that commission, and I'm so grateful. So that is just, I think, an awesome thing. So I see a change and a shift that people are finally getting it. We have to save these children. We have to save these children. When they turn 18, they have no place to go. I have supported families of children or young adults who turn 18, and it's a horrible thing when the option is to kick them out or put them in a shelter, or they're just out on the street. That should never happen. Not now, not when there's so many resources. So Federation of Families is looking for sponsorships, partners. We're looking to collaborate with any agency to help these families. We cannot do this alone. So I just wanted to express that to you, but even better, we have a DVD to show, so let's go to the video.
I first came to the Federation of Family Meetings and listened to Ms. Mirror, and then went to the ones that she also offered in Seminole County, and from that I became a family partner. And as of today, I work with kids that need IEP training, that need IEP, so I was trained to be able to go into the school system and help the parents to get the service that they need for their kids. I would like to see mentoring put into schools and different places, just more people that will work with the kids instead of pushing them to the side like they can't help and you know it's someone out there that can. And I would also like to see the respite care put into place so parents that have kids with emotional problems will have somewhere to take them for a chance to get a parental outlet. And also I would like to work at the respite care. You do open it.
I went to the Federation meeting, and that's how I got it. They just opened their arms, and I just kept on. It was going to hear it. I love it. A place where the kids could go and share with their stories with each other, even get help if they don't feel right. And hopefully, everybody in that place is good enough to handle those issues, those kids.
The challenges that I faced with him was dealing with emotional rage, trying to keep him focused, trying to prevent him from going back into the hospital, being Baker active, and previously trying to keep him in school and on the right track and out of trouble. It's been very hard, it's been very difficult. Moments of sleepless love, moments of sleepless nights, screaming, crying, breaking things, dealing with angry neighbors, bullies. And my work, collateral damage, work suffering, missing days to try to be home, try to get to meetings, going to the hospital. With the help of services, my son's been able to graduate, and he's been able to work with a counselor that we were lucky enough to have through the Children's Home Society. And I've been able to help support the Federation of Families and Wraparound Seminole to keep us on track for that goal. And since then, my son has graduated, and we still work with his coping mechanisms.
Being expelled from school was the hardest things for me. Having teachers call me every day, almost getting emails. I'm mostly concerned with my son's education and how he's not able to learn, or how he's being put to the side or withdrawn from class. when he's not behaving appropriately. And the personnel in the schools not understanding what ADHD is and how they react. I also have to be educated on what was good for him and what wasn't good for him. And my struggle was being educated, finding someone that was willing to tell me what I need to do, willing to show me what needs to be done. And I didn't really learn none of that until I got to the Federation of Families, and I'm still learning every day. Federation of Families is very low-key. Community-based care is low-key. You know, so they're being aware of these organizations and knowing that you have support, that you can't come out and seek them and have people there to guide you through the situations and the crises of your children. That would be a great thing to have.
The challenges I've had with my child are the unpredictability of not really understanding what he's going through, what kind of things are sparking more violent, aggressive behavior. And the medications has been a little bit of a challenge, trying to figure out what could be causing side effects, what is just his illness, and getting caught in the crossfire with the doctors, not sure which one to listen to, which one is right, trusting them all, but not really sure. Some of the other challenges is the impacts to the family overall, not just my son, but my daughter and my husband and I. The mental illness does create a strain for everyone. The Federation of Families is absolutely phenomenal. They really have been a tremendous support to me and to my family. They are the one place that I can go that I know somebody understands. I'm not judged. I'm not misunderstood. I feel a sense of family, that I don't have to explain my life situation or my home situation to get the support that I need. It's understood, and it's a support for my whole family.
powerful again. Muriel, that was very well. Throughout the board of directors, please come up to stage so we can give you a round of applause. Lori Reed, our chairman. Naomi Brown, vice chairman. Levin Romano, treasurer. Mary Jo McKinney, board secretary. Nikki Ballou, board member, and Rob Lilly, board member. Dressed up with somewhere to go. Okay, Shorty's in the front, Tolly's in the back. Okay, so it's basically everybody in the front but Roman. There we go. Nice. Cheese. Thank you all so much, board. Without them, this would not be possible, so thank you all. Muriel, can you come and say a few words?
I just want to thank my board. You are so supportive. You always have my back, and I truly appreciate you. Sometimes it's hard for me, but you always have a kind word or something to uplift me, to help me to keep going. So I just thank you and I appreciate you.
We'd also like the advisory council to please come up so we can also thank you for the work that you've done. Brett Marshall from Seminole County Public Schools. Anne Marie Sheffield from Wraparound Orange. Tracy Pellegrino from X. And if Dick Boucher from Dick Boucher Management Group were here, he would be here. But again, we've already discussed where he is. So thank you to the advisory council again. So please come on up and let us take your picture, please. Muriel's having a loving moment. Well, Muriel, come up and get your picture taken, because there's only two of you. Get on in there. Ready? Cheese! Muriel wants to say a few words about you, too.
All good things. Thank you so much. You know, I appreciate you guys and your guidance and your advice. And I know sometimes we hit the brick wall, but we'll get through it. But I love you guys. Thank you.
Tonight, Shannon Blaylock, family member, Orange County, and are you doing this? Oh, never mind. This is.
I would like Shannon's daughter to stand up, Charlene. Shannon passed away this year. She was a very strong woman. She was one of our family members that I said, great, she can start facilitating these meetings. She had a very strong voice. She had a lot of challenges, but she's done such an awesome job with her children. Charlene is attending college, and the family is holding on. So we just want you to know we miss your mom, and she is an angel. She'll always be an angel. And if you ever need anything, you know you have my number. You have your. I love you and your family, and I'll always be there for you.
Families and communities together in Seminole County, Tracy Pellegrino. Wraparound Orange, Anne Marie Sheffield. Seminole Behavioral Health Care, Deb Driscoll and Jim Burko. Molina Healthcare, Sylvia Riofrio, and Early Learning Coalition of Seminole County, Jennifer Grant. That's it.
Facts, and I'm still trying to get it together. Tracy Pellegrino, Wraparound Seminole. We appreciate you. Also, Jill Gentry, thank you so much for being so supportive. Wraparound Orange, Anne Marie, Donna White. Thank you so much for always pushing me and setting the bar high for me, and I appreciate it, and having the confidence that I can do anything that I set my mind to. Seminole Behavioral Health Care, you have been covering us. Free space, and I appreciate it. Deb Driscoll, please stand up if you're still here. I can't see out the audience. And Seminole Behavioral Health Care also donated that beautiful basket from, was it Four Rivers? Yeah, thank you so much. Is Jim out there as well? He didn't make it. But thank you, Deb. We truly appreciate you. Molina Healthcare has been sponsoring Federation's meetings, our meals in Seminole County, so we appreciate them. And Jennifer Grant, I know she's here somewhere. Jennifer, stand up. Thank you, Early Learning Coalition, for allowing us to hold our family meeting. We appreciate it.
Okay. I'm back on track. Jennifer Sheffield, please. Come on up and talk about the silent auction. I won, right?
Oh my gosh. What a night, right? Now for the best part. Yes. All right. So for the first item, the RDV Sportsplex Ice Den, Nubia, Cordova. And also, you may make your payments at the end of the evening. Outside, we'll take cash, check, or credit card. All right, you can pick up your items right back there. Okay, so now. Okay, the Blue Ridge Mountain Retreat. Ready? Deb Driscoll. All right, the Starwood 7-night vacation package. Randy Hamilton. The Rosen Center overnight getaway. Dinar. Right. Arthur's Catering Dinner for 2. Trisha Teal. Bluetooth speaker set. Lauren Rowe. Precious Moments Wedding Ensemble gift set, Judith Valdez. The Yadro wedding figurine, Marianne Mancos. The golf gift basket from Panera Bread, Dinar Johnson. You have the checkbook, right? The Blue Carnival glass, Holly Stonish. The signed artwork, Hugs, Jennifer Grant. The signed artwork, Village, Colleen Haliger. Four Rivers Smokehouse Barbecue, Tracy Pellegrino. Salon service from Arbor Park Salon, Linda White. And those are the winners.
Now, Bluetooth is for you, baby. It can go anywhere. Come on. Let's pretend it's a Friday night. All right. Closing remarks from the board chairman of Federation of Families of Central Florida, Lori Reed.
short. I'm not as tall as Roman. I just want to say a few words, and then we can get on down here. But first of all, I just want to say thank you all for coming. I mean, it is our first annual gala, and it's amazing to have all of you here. So a good round of applause for all of you for coming. I really appreciate all your support. I would like to thank our MC for this evening, Lauren Rowe, for all her I feel like I'm on the red carpet. Ultimately, I wanted to say thank you for our previous board members, and if they are here today, I know that there's many different ones that are out there. I just really want to say thank you. You guys paved the way for where we are today, and I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for your hard efforts, because I know it wasn't easy, and I'm thankful that you have paved the way. So if you're here, please stand so we can give you a round of applause. So we have Jennifer Brian and Sharon Nelson, Tracy Pellegrino, Anne Marie Sheffield, and Holly Sonish. Thank you so much. Yes. I also want to say thank you so much for the current board that we have, who has taken the baton and have really run with it. And I appreciate your support and the support that we have for our executive director. So I wanted to say a few things about Muriel and thank her. So if she would come up. If it wasn't for Muriel's passion, I'm not sure where Federation of Families would be here today. And I just wanted to thank you so much for her dedication, her loyalty that she's been given, her sweat, tears, and sometimes blood, that she's done throughout this past year, and what she continues to do, and what she really wants to do, and the vision that she has. And I am just so honored to be your board chair and to be your friend and to support you in this endeavor. So thank you very much. And ultimately, before we close out, I want to say thank you to all the family members. And thank you all so much for the care coordinators that make this happen. And I see that there are all a bunch of them here, so I'm just going to have them come up. I'm not sure who's going to be, is it going to be Crystal that's going to share a little bit about each family member?
No, these are family partners.
Oh, family partners. Well, come on up. I'm just excited to have you guys here and be part of the family partnership. That lead this entire effort. Thank you very much. And Jennifer, I know that you won my picture out there, so congratulations as well. It's just all for a great effort. So thank you all for the volunteers and all the family partners. Thank you very much.
Well, I believe that concludes our first official black tie gala for the Federation of Families. I want to give another shout out for our guitarist tonight, Matt Shank. I don't know if he's still here. I think he's still here. The music is wonderful as always, and he's been such a good friend to organizations who care very much about families and care very much about mental health. So Matt, thanks again for your beautiful music that you supplied for us tonight. Thank you all very much for having me. I can't wait for next year's gala, as you can see, October 9th, 2014. I'll be here, you'll be here. Yeah, I'm humbled by everything that you all do. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful night. Please drive safely and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you all very much.